Okay, we're downloading A-Game's formula.
3, 2, 1.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello. How's everybody? Thank you so much, Frederick, for kicking off the contributions. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody coming in. We got something that we need to bring to everybody's attention. We need to bring some things to everybody's attention. Let me sit a little bit closer. If I click off suddenly, don't be alarmed. I'm still getting over a cold, so I may sneeze or something. So click off, because I am. Y'all are not going to see me ugly sneeze on this camera. Thank you, Too Tall. Said I want me chicken fried hard. My chicken fried hard. Thank you so much, Too Tall. Thank you so much. We've got some things to talk about. I want to talk about Black women celebrating the destruction, the demise, the downfalls, the pitfalls, the stumbling of Black men. I have never witnessed a group of women collectively be so happy when the men of their supposed group are going through something, or they have a downfall, or anything that go on with them. From celebrating the death of them, like y'all celebrated Kevin Samuels early this year. Y'all celebrated that man passing away. Like y'all literally, I'm not really gonna get over that. I'm not gonna really get over that, because whether you agreed with his content or not, whether you liked his content or not, or whatever you felt about what he said online, or how you think he lived his life, or any of that type of stuff, for y'all to show the level of indecency that you showed by literally getting on social media to hoot and to holler and to celebrate a man passing away, like, it ain't a whole lot you could do to come back from that. Y'all just failures, man. Like, thank you, Fee Eve. Fee Eve said the word for me. That's the word I was looking for. Y'all disgusting. Mm-hmm. Y'all routinely engage in disgusting behavior and then want somebody to love you and respect you and uphold you and protect you and keep you safe and keep you guarded. Thank you, Prodigy. Celebrated Kobe Bryant. That man remains had not been gathered good before y'all was sitting there happy that a man you didn't know, that didn't know you, that had never done nothing to you, never said nothing about you, he ain't hurt you, he ain't did nothing. That man, all that man was doing was living his life, doing his thing with his family. That's all he was doing. And y'all were happy that that man died. You didn't care that he left behind a child, that one of his children died with him, that that woman is a widow, the hurt and pain that other people who knew him and had befriended him and was his family had felt at his passing. Y'all don't care nothing about that. Y'all are some of the most disgusting people that I have ever had the displeasure of even being associated with in a group. Because when people see me, they see a black woman. And when they think of black woman, they think of y'all. They think of the hyenas. They think of the chicken heads. They think of the slores and the whores. They think of all of the disgusting females that do stuff like ransack airport kiosk. They think of things like that. They think of these overweight, overbearing, and over-entitled wildebeests that roam through their neighborhood and other neighborhoods causing trouble. And then I gotta be walking around here a black woman, something that I should be proud to be, but instead I have to make a consciously better showing of myself as a black woman to counteract the stupidity that y'all get involved in. I'm sorry I started this with a rant. I really didn't intend to. And I'm certain that the lionesses in the group, in the chat, are feeling the same way. People are actually surprised when I am coming around, when I go to the stores and go to take care of business and things of that nature, that I'm friendly, that I'm feminine, that I'm patient, that I'm smiling. It is astounding to them, and that should not be, but it is. See, we're not going to deal with what should be. We're going to deal with what is. Thank you, Dennis Sperling. Thank you, Mr. Dennis Sperling. The Blizzard King. Uncle D is in the place. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I'm building my black sons up to be great men with my time, money, attention, and love. I don't want them to be destroyed because of the lies of one of these modern day black women. Uncle D, the Blizzard King. I heard that, brother. You're going to get another one of these. I heard that, brother. And may I add, you have a beautiful family. I have just been enjoying you posting about what your sons are doing and how you're helping them and how you're cultivating them into fine young men. A beautiful family photo for the holidays. And I have just been, it puts a smile on my face from ear to ear just to see black men in their element, in their family, you know, taking care of their families and that's really what black men do. That's really what they do. The narrative is wrong. It's a small percentage of black men that don't want the responsibility, that don't take it seriously, that don't, do what they're supposed to do as men. The majority of black men that I've ever come across, be they average men working 9 to 5, hustlers, or high level, high value men, black men typically, usually, all the men that I have personally encountered, when they create a family, they do everything that they can to help that family and to uplift their family and to do right by their family. This is why I don't buy the all black men ain't sugar, honey, iced tea. I don't buy that. I don't believe it because I don't see it. Thank you, Gregory said, what is very sad are the hyena females on panels and content creators who keep spouting out nonsense. It's beyond sad at this point. It's beyond sad at this point. And we're going to really talk about black women and what they do. Because I want to draw an interesting comparison. And shout out to Anton Daniels because he kind of mentioned this as well. We remember just earlier this year during the summer, the trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Yes? Put a 1 in the chat. You remember that trial. It was very well publicized. The lead attorney did a whole series on it as the trial was going on. Right. Very well publicized trial. It was televised. We got to see the trial as it progressed and as it happened. Lead attorney did a wonderful breakdown as we were watching the trial, explaining what was going on. So I shout out to lead attorney. And I tried to speak on the elements of that trial. But because they were white people, I don't know if I was able to bridge the gap between what I saw happening in that trial, both because they were white and in spite of them being white. Now we have the Meg Thee Stallion Tory Lanez trial. Key difference is that trial, for whatever reason, was not televised. So all of the information, all of the information that we are receiving as the public about that trial is coming third party, second hand, that sort of thing. The news media is able to report what they want to report, how they want to report it, to craft public opinion about it. Okay? Before we draw the comparison between them two, the vast majority of black women over social media are celebrating Meg Thee Stallion, and they are celebrating the conviction of Tory Lanez as a victory for black women. Okay? They are celebrating it. Black women are all over social media, hooting and hollering. They're virtually in the streets partying about Tory Lanez having been convicted, found guilty on all 3 counts, and the fact that he could face up to a maximum of 22 years in prison. And they celebrating it as if they are personally going to get something from his conviction and Megan Thee Stallion's supposed courtroom victory. Okay? It is a happy occasion for Black women whenever they see Black men in a down bad situation, in a bad situation, in a precarious situation, in a situation that threatens his life, or a situation that threatens his livelihood, or a situation that threatens his freedom, or a situation that threatens his mental health, or any situation like that. That's always a celebration. And the celebration is taken up a few notches if one of these hyenas was responsible for that downfall. So they are celebrating Megan for winning a court case. And for those who presuppose Tory's guilt, here's what we don't do. Hold on one moment. My apologies. For those Black women who are celebrating it, who like, yeah, he should be going to jail for abusing a woman. How we know he did that? See, I'm about to cook for a minute. Give me a minute, because I'm seeing them in the chat. We gonna talk about that. So because she come up and say he shot her, it's got to be 100% true. And because a jury in a courtroom in this country against a Black man say he did it, then he did it. So if Black women say he did it, and Zaddy say he did it, and he say he didn't do it, he did it. Correct? When Megan has been the one lying all around, she ain't said 2 things that line up yet. She went on Gayle King's show because she wanted sympathy and, she wanted Black women to get behind her and protect Black women and blah, 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 blah. Got on Gayle King and denied that he was clapping cheeks, but then had to get on the stand and admit to sleeping with him. So you lying all before. You lying when the truth to do. You lying when wouldn't nobody have blinked twice had you said you had sexual relations with Tory, because we already knew he was clapping your cheeks. We already understood that. What's understood don't need to be explained. So you got on a microphone on a nationally syndicated show and interview and lied for no reason. Her story ain't added up not one time. You keep listening to her story, 2 + 2 = 58. It ain't about her being a Black woman. It's about her being a liar. That's what it's about. It's about her lying. She lies. Did she get hurt? Sure. Did they find that it was bullet fragments? Okay. Do that mean Tory did it? No. Her friend, Kelsey, up there literally pleading, cop and please. Literally on the stand, cop and please. Now she don't remember none of the details after giving a sworn statement where she recalled all the details. Now she don't know what's going on. Now she a deer in the headlights. Y'all be lying. And then you want somebody to not pay attention to none of the stuff that you do. Then you want to complain. I'm going to get to the super chats in a minute. Then you want to complain, black women getting abused. Y'all not getting abused. Y'all getting retaliated against. Let's talk about that. Because Tory is all of 5 foot, what, 6'4"? He's short, he's smaller. Megan is what, 5'9"? With a history of domestic violence. Mind you, she's the one with the history of trying to whoop on her men. She admitted that out her mouth. She the one that like to square up because she thinks she go for bad. And ain't nobody really chin checked her yet. Never mind that she could have left Kylie's house and left Tory over there and nothing would have ever happened. But she want to argue, she want to provoke, she want to fight. She want to do all this foolishness. And then when the foolishness bite her, now somebody's supposed to feel sorry because she a woman. Y'all grown. And you can't wait to tell people you're grown. And you can't wait to tell people to mind their business. And you can't wait to tell people that they can't tell you what to do and this, that, and the third. You can't wait. So accept the consequences of your actions. You're somewhere arguing and fighting in the street like a wild animal. You're liable to get hurt. Oh, well. Conduct yourself like a feminine woman should, and you won't be in them situations. Because I promise you, I ain't never been in no situation with no man. High value, low value, middle value. I don't care who he was. I ain't never been in no situation with no man where I was scared he was going to do something to me because I'm bucking up. Because if a man is somewhere with the gumption to shoot at you 4-5 times, then this is a man that has always had that streak in him. If you thought he could pull a weapon on you and actually discharge that weapon in your direction, I promise you, you're not arguing with that dude. I promise you, because you scared of him. Because you scared of what he might do. This is a dude that you can see, you can kind of see him shooting you or hurting you. I promise you, you ain't arguing with him. I promise you, you about to leave him alone. Leave him to himself. Because arguing with him, that's not going to be a good one. I'm not going to win that. That's not going to turn out good for me. Women ain't stupid. Women are not stupid. They just like to play stupid. We know which side of the bread the butter is on. You know who you can talk slick to and who you can't. You know. It's some men in this world that just got that vibe. You better not talk slick. And it's some men, you feel like you could get away with that a couple of times. You could say this, you could say that, and he ain't really going to do nothing. Let me get to these super chats. My apologies. Let me Thank you, Samuel Jenkins. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Barry Little, says support your advocates. Support our sisters who keep it 100. Thank you so much, Barry. And thank you, Pharaoh, said, that's why I give up on ABWs. They can protect and fight oppression by themselves. This is why Black Muslims and Pan-Africans are passport bros. Now, facts. Thank you so much. You just look for any excuse to celebrate when a black man has been brought down by one of you. Thank you, Sean. Said usually women or people in general who are actually victims don't go around parading to be victims like Meg did. She was proud, quote unquote, victim. Exactly. Because a man that'll pull a gun on you been whooping you. Let's talk about it. A man that'll pull a weapon on you to hurt you with it. First of all, men don't pull weapons to threaten. They pull them to do business. That's a female thing. Women think you can pull weapons to just threaten somebody and scare them with it and all of that foolishness. That's what women think weapons are for. Women think that they can pull a gun on somebody and that's supposed to scare them to where they don't got to use it. Men understand you don't pull it unless you gonna use it. Don't even reach for it unless you about that business all the way to its end. Men understand they not pulling no knife. They not pulling no gun. They not pulling none of that unless we about to go there. We going there. If a man pull a gun on you, be afraid. Go ahead, make yourself right with the Lord. Go ahead. Unless you got one of to be the okay corral in, where we'll both just see who last standing. Because I guarantee you men don't pull weapons for threats. And they don't need to pull weapons for women. Because I pointed out the size discrepancy between Tory and Megan. But I only point that out because of that size discrepancy, Megan thinks she can talk slick. I have no doubt that Tory can lay her out. None. She ain't gonna whoop that man. I don't care if she taller than him. I don't care if she bigger than him. It's a rare thing indeed for a woman to match up strength with a man. Just because he's short don't mean he weak. He land one good one, she'll be snoring. Just sleep. It won't take much. Talking about some dance. You know that's a lie that a woman made up. Because shooting and bullets don't even go like that. Thank you, Road Warrior, for your super sticker. And thank you, Philip Sadiq. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry, I kind of had to rant on that a little bit. Because we're not celebrating the downfall of men, especially when the woman that's accusing him don't have no credibility. You watching too many old Western movies or something. Dance. Don't nobody do that. That's some stuff that only belong in a movie. Nobody says that and nobody does that. But black women do not care if Megan is lying or telling the truth. The only thing that they care about is that Tory is now going to face some kind of consequences. Because he just happened to be a black man, so we need them to face consequences. We need them to go down. Thank you again, Pharaoh said Meg versus Tory equal Abdul Jabbar versus Bruce Lee. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Pharaoh. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely. So we are not celebrating the downfalls of black men just based on him being a black man. Any accusation of black men must be believed, or even if it's not believed, it still got to be supported. Regardless of whether it's believed or not, he's wrong no matter what. And Megan has no responsibility in that situation. There's no accountability for her. She ain't did nothing. She ain't nothing. No responsibility for her choices being in a situation with in a hostile environment and energy that she created. Because nobody addresses the fact that her and Kelsey admit to fighting. What we're going to do is go to a commercial break, because there's a whole other side of this that nobody has thought about that we're going to talk about today. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is Spanky Hayes, and I want to say something, whether it's comedy, acting, or just in general real life. I use my A game. I gotta have the A game. I pack it in every pocket. I got one pill in every pocket, and every pair of pants I got. Listen, entertaining y'all is hard sometimes. I gotta fly to Dallas, then to Denver, then to New York, then to LA, then to Detroit. Come on, man. That tires me out. I just take the A game now. I don't have that problem no more. I usually barely don't sleep because I'm entertaining y'all. I'm in the studio all night with the A game. And trust me, when I come home from the studio, my woman gets to feel the real pleasure of the A game. You see, I'm smiling. Watch this. Hey, baby.
Hey, babe.
Guess what I just took?
What?
A game, A game, A game, A game. I'm gonna meet you upstairs, all right?
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. If you want to have to run up the stairs with your man with his A game in every pocket, you got to get on your A game, your A game, your A game. Because A game is guaranteed to work exactly the way that we say that it works. And what are we saying that A game does? We're saying that A game is a natural way to support the health of men overall. So we're saying that A game is going to support his vitality, his energy, his strength, and his libido in a natural way that doesn't have any side effects and that isn't going to crash him, and not even something that he has to deal with every day, because A game is long lasting. So we're talking every 72 hours, you take an A game, you go about your business, you tear down the world, and then you come back 72 hours later and do it again. That is what we're saying. So if you want to become part of the A Game family, all you got to do is hit the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com. And please do not forget your 10% discount using the code Kendra10 so you can get A Game delivered to you ASAP. Thank you, everybody. Give me one moment. Thank you so much for your patience. And thank you, Professor Carl said these hyenas are going to rue the days of cheering for the demise of black men. More and more brothers are silently leaving the playing field, never to return. Similar to the cost of the OJ trial, which had serious repercussions. It did. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button, bam, bam. You got to because we got 468 wonderful people who have already hit the like button. So let's go ahead and get the next, 600 people to hit the like button. And let's keep going. Because I'm seeing what's being said in the chat, but I'm not here to address each thing because you're in the chat. But if you stick around, hopefully you'll hear something that ring a bell or two for you. Because I want to start drawing a parallel, if you will. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stephen, for your super sticker. Thank you, Dr. Thunder. Said here to support you. BGS told me to email you. I'll be in touch. Okay, no problem. And thank you so much. And shout out to BGS. Take the case of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Thank you, Almond. Said she mad WAP didn't keep him off Kelsey. Right. And didn't keep him out of Kylie's face. Because he was supposed to be running up after her. What all that was about. And she was mad because she was running up after him. Here's the thing. Let's take a look at Amber versus Johnny. See, they tried the whole believe all women and Amber's a woman. So we got to believe her when she say Johnny did this and Johnny did that to her and blah, 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 blah. But the vast majority, and that trial was televised, right? No third party reporting. Everybody got to watch that trial and form their own opinion given the testimonies and the things that went on at that trial. And as we watched that trial, white women slammed Amber Heard for the vast majority. They slammed her. It was only a small percentage of white women that was trying to be behind Amber on some gender type stuff, on some feminism type stuff. Oh, we got to support Amber because she a woman. No, white women was like, no, Amber, no, she crazy. Amber is crazy. That this chick right here, she ain't got it all. Now we listening to what Johnny's saying and we listening to what she's saying and it ain't adding up. And we think Amber is around here lying, trying to slander Johnny's name and using the fact that she a woman to do it because society is supposed to believe her no matter what. They was even trying to get together to cancel Amber Heard off of Aquaman 2 via a petition that millions of them signed. I do believe it worked, if I am not mistaken. I do believe they eventually went on ahead and got her off that Aquaman 2 movie. The uproar was just too much. They canceled Amber. White women canceled Amber Heard. They canceled her. Because see, they not going to deal with that kind of stuff. I'm going to tell you why they canceled her. Because white women don't carry feminism like they got these black, stupid, idiot hyenas carrying it, like y'all carrying it, you know what I'm saying, like it done ever really did something to y'all. Y'all so stupid. You never see the okie doke coming. You never see it coming. It got to hit you in your face and you still be stupid. Thank you, sis. Miss Danica, thank you so much, sweetheart, for stopping through. Thank you, beloved. Thank you so much, sis. Then after Johnny won, they celebrated him. They were trying to get him reinstated back, to the Pirates movies and all that kind of stuff. And they went on to call Amber the monster that she was. They made all kind of memes about her. They did not uphold Amber Heard on no feminist sister code. They did not do that at all. White women didn't do that at all. There was only a few, and the few white women that wanted to come out and you gotta believe her because blah 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 blah. And she wanted, but other white women was like, no, you can miss me with that. Excuse me, y'all can miss me with that. Amber is crazy. We all saw it. So we are not going to lie for her and cover for her. It's a deeper reason why they did that. Thank you, Pharaoh. So I like how you're a female Shaka Zulu or Hannibal Barker. Thank you so much. Because they refuse. See, they're not going to support the Number one, white women are not going to support the destruction of the white male image. That's number one. They are not going to wholeheartedly and collectively support the destruction of the white male image. It is because they uphold the white male image that you chicken heads love him so much. Because they hide his shortcomings from you. They hide him from the world. They deal with it internally as much as they can. But they will uphold the image of white men to the world. That's why y'all love him so much. That's why you biscuit-eating, slave-minded, bed-winching, black heifers love Zaddy so much because you don't see no fault in him. And the reason why you don't see no fault is because white women do not expose his faults to the world. They don't do it. He is a good, upstanding man as far as everybody else is concerned. And when one of them get out of line, they say it was him. That is why when white men do stuff like shoot up an area of school or something like that, they don't say it's all white men. He is an individual that does not represent all white men. Thank you, Mr. Mind Over Matter said, tell the truth. They will not support anything that is going to overwhelmingly change or mar the image of white men. They're not going to do it. White men actually do the same thing for them. They protect each other. They refuse. White women refuse to set certain precedents among themselves. See, the lesson of feminism is being taught two different ways from white people and black people. White women carry it one way. Black women carry it another way. And y'all are stupid. And it's because you don't understand biology, culture, and environment is how y'all get caught up on the okie doke. That's how you get caught. Too short-sighted. Thank you, Nuruddin. Say, hey, Kendra, my high school boys on my school bus saw the Tory Lanez. They said they had enough and they're going to Rio de Janeiro and not coming back. Thank you so much. All right? Then, what white women aren't going to do is they are not going to normalize certain things in their culture. They protect and they curate what becomes normalized for them. If they had a strong, I'm going to give you the example. If they had strongly came out in the support of Amber Heard over Johnny Depp, regardless of what you saw on the trial or what evidence came out, if they had overwhelmingly supported Amber Heard, and if that support had became acceptable among white women, that sets a precedent of a gender war for them. That they celebrate the downfall of their men based on gender and regardless of truth. They are not afraid to cancel a white woman if she threatens the structure of their culture and their family. Their woman code, white women's woman code, white women's sister code does not include supporting any foolishness that threatens the structures of their community. They do not support any foolishness among them that threatens the structure and the stability of their culture. They will not do it. Thank you again, Nuruddin. Say, Kendra, look like the white women from the Innocence Project is going to get Tory Lanez out of jail. Mark my words. They might. Thank you, I did, for your super sticker. See, this is what it is. White women understand that they cannot accept foolishness among them that's going to run their men off. They got their own brand of foolishness, but it's not this. It's not this. See, when Karens popped up, making them all look bad, making all the white women look bad, what did white women do? What do white women do with Karens? First of all, they named them Karens. They did that. What do? They don't celebrate Karens. They shame them. It's not a good thing as a white woman to be labeled as a Karen. That's not a good thing for them. That is a shameful label. And anytime one of them act like that, they publicly shame them. Regardless of how they feel privately, they publicly shame those women and that behavior. They don't want it normalized. They don't want the world to see them that way. They control their appearance value. They control their image. Thank you again, Professor Carson. United Daughters of the Confederacy is proof positive of what you're speaking of. Thank you so much. They control that. See, black women don't do that. Y'all support every kind of foolishness that damages the structure of the community. That is by design, stupid. So when y'all twerk on the table, black women do not come out in droves and shame them and say they are not a part of us or they do not represent us acting like that. Black women do not come out in droves and and say the woman that tore up the airport is embarrassing to us. We don't do that. One moment. When black women started coming out the house in bonnets, slippers, and pajamas, other black women didn't come out and say, no, sis, you can't represent us like that. We can't be known like that. No. Y'all upheld it. You normalized it. You normalized your men into the pit and the downfall, and you celebrate it. The world sees you like that. These are the women that betray their men. These are the women that do not love their men. These are the women that do not support their men. While y'all are celebrating Tory Lanez, Meek Mills paid for the bail of 20 black women that was in jail so that they could get out and spend the holidays with their families. While y'all celebrating Tory Lanez going to jail. Did you hear what I said? Same Meek Mill that y'all got mad at, that he had a cover with black women depicting black women on stripper poles, when that's what y'all do. Y'all like being hoes anyway. So I don't know why it was problematic for him to say you was hoes when you like being hoes. Anyway, thank you again, Nerdine. Said Kendra, the white women from the Innocence Project has been getting black men who are wrongly convicted out of prison for years. That same Meek Mill that y'all don't like, that you had a problem with, set the bail, but they don't talk about that. He went and paid the bail for 20 chicken heads that probably didn't deserve no bail to be set or paid for. If you're too broke to pay your bail, maybe you shouldn't get arrested. So they could be with their families. And then you like, I'm going to say this, y'all like using the system to get y'all way. Because now Megan Thee Stallion is allegedly going after podcasters and influencers for speaking up against and having an opinion about that case that is not favorable to her. Allegedly, she going after DJ Academics and all of that type of stuff for having an opinion that maybe Tory is not guilty of that. And maybe she was lying about some of that stuff. Thank you, Robert Dobson. Thank you so much. So now she want to use the system again. I'm going to sue y'all for not going along with my BS. I'm going to sue you for talking about my foolishness. I'm going to sue you for putting 2 and 2 together and actually coming up with 4 about me. So once again, you're utilizing the white man system to punish black men that don't agree with you. Who got to agree with you? Don't nobody got to uphold your foolishness, but that is what black women have traditionally been doing all the time. Getting the system and sicking them on everybody when your foolishness come out. And then everybody give you the side eye Now you feel some type of way, so now you want Zaddy to come shut everybody up. Now you use Zaddy to gag Tory so he couldn't talk about it while you go on a lion tour to talk about it. So you got to say what you wanted to say in the public eye and sway public opinion, but Tory was not able to defend himself. He couldn't do no interview. And y'all love her because she represents the stupidity and the foolishness and the traitorousness and the treachery that y'all hyenas engage in on a day-to-day basis. So this is why you glorify her. This is why you glorify her. It don't matter to y'all whether she telling the truth or not. As long as a black man pay for it, you good. It could come out tomorrow. She can come out tomorrow and stand on a podium somewhere and say everything I said on the stand and off the stand is a complete lie. Tory didn't never shoot me. And y'all will not say a mumbling word. I guarantee you. Y'all would still be, well, she might have been scared. You never know why she said that in the first place. You'd make every excuse in the book. Because how you shoot a gun, but your fingerprints and DNA ain't on it. How, Sway? How you do it? How do you shoot a gun that was never in your hand? What he's shooting it with, telekinesis? Y'all better stop. Thank you again, Nuruddin said white, Asian, and Latino women spoke up for Kevin Kelly of Kitchens and Cocktails while the lovely ladies of the community spoke out against him. Yeah. Dead set said he had on gloves, and if the gloves don't fit, you must have quit. How silly. My chat is silly. I love y'all. I love y'all. But we are not going to do overtime today. But I did want to point that out, how the difference between how it's pushed to black women and not white women like that. See, they just letting y'all ride with talking crazy and celebrating the downfall of black men. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. That's why I keep saying stupid. Y'all gotta think. You gotta think. You don't think. You just let white folk tell you anything. You let another chick tell you something stupid and you don't never think nothing through. You just go with it because it feel good. Thank you, King Adam said, why are you speaking this common sense like this? It's just in me. Thank you, Andreas. I love your channel. She may have shot herself in the foot waving the pew pew. Sister Andrea. They done grabbed that gun out that man's car, fighting over it. And it done hit the concrete and done ricocheted and stuff like that. And she got hit with a little shrapnel of it. Because they act like he blew her foot off with a 12 gauge or something. I saw them pictures. It was a little scrape around her heel. You get that falling down. Thank you, Ni Amun. Let me come back to you. Thank you, Ni Amun said many black women used to have black pride and check other black women who embarrass us. Additionally, O.J. Simpson wasn't convicted of murder because black women jurors refused to go along with white supremacy. Exactly, because I've seen plenty of documentaries about how they say they was trying to pressure them to say one thing. Like, I don't believe it though, and I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Thank you so much. But I am going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. But I want to thank everyone for their generous contributions today. I want to thank you for your super chats, for your cash apps, for your PayPals, all of that, for coming through, for rocking with me today and hitting the like button and all of that good stuff, chatting with me. And I also want to thank, last but not least, I want to thank my support team for always 100% being there. I cannot thank these people enough. They work tirelessly and they work excellently, and I definitely appreciate them so much. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.